We back.
Oh man, middle of the month.
Baby.
Oh man, Stimmy Day. We're gonna get for the kids. For the kids. We'll get into that though. Oh man, welcome to the Premium Cage Podcast, where we lock into a free state of mind each and every pay week on all DSPs, of course. I got my main guy, my ace, my left and my right this week, Shawn, better known as Mr. Seniorly on all your socials.
You know.
And me, and Kenny, also known as KenKapNik on all socials. But today, man, before we get to the spices, man, how has your past couple of weeks been since the last pay period, man? Talk to me.
Oh, man, the last couple weeks have been awesome. I don't know if y'all could see, you know, brother a little tanned up out here. You know
got the golden glow to Bruce Lee.
Yeah, man. Me and the wife, he went out to Jamaica. We talking 10 years since our last real vacation.
Damn, no kids?
Huh?
No kids?
No kids, baby, no kids.
That's a vacation.
Yeah, I know a lot of y'all right now like, she's still with you? 10 years and you ain't take that woman on no vacation? You don't want to see no tropical water on that? Yeah, she stuck it out, people. You know what I mean? But yeah, we had a great time, man. We had a great time. Other than that, some good things happening on the work front. So excited, man. Great couple of weeks, man. How about you?
Pretty good, man. I do have a newfound respect for, I guess, truck drivers or long road Avengers, so to speak.
Talk about it.
We took a road. Me and the fam took a road trip this past week. We hit Florida, went to Tennessee, and came back up to New York. But man, man, he was driving from here to, and like my oldest, it's like every 90 minutes like clockwork, like with the bladder issues, man. Like, it's like I was like, yo, don't you got to cut back there, man? Like, you know, but she ain't a boy, so aim ain't the same. So yeah, man, we just making those stops. But yeah, going to Florida was rough. But going to Tennessee was rougher. But I had fun at both spots. Was able to get Universal in, seen some of the in-laws family, the new crib out there. And everything was cool, man. I didn't know I could hit $1.25 on the turnpike. But, yeah, that was a good stretch. I definitely shaved 45, 50 minutes off that destination GPS. But, yeah, it was good, man. I do suggest road trips with the family if you could every so often.
No, definitely.
But man, just make sure your butt's ready, man. Yeah. It's a lot of hours on the tush, man. A lot of hours on the tush.
Oh, man. How long did it take you to get to Florida?
Altogether, maybe 16 and a half hours. You know, gas stops, bathroom stops, you know what I'm saying? We didn't take any naps. I drove that one straight.
Nice.
So, Jen she just got asking, you good? I'm like, a large coffee. Like, no, I'm good, man. I think I stopped for 2 coffees on that one. But, yeah, it was a run.
Nice.
The Tennessee trip was about 10 hours. And that one we left a little bit earlier in the night, so that one I couldn't do straight. I think I did 4 or 5 hours, and I was like, yeah, babe, I need you for like 30 minutes. Maybe 60. I need some shut
I just gotta close my eyes.
I got a large coffee and that shit ain't working.
Everything is looking funny.
Everything's looking funny, man. She was like, all right. So she took over for a little bit. I think we stopped at Waffle House one of those trips in between. But
you got that chop smothered,
double chop,
dice,
double smothered. You know what I mean? Like my oldest, she said, "Oh, I want the steak." We all looked at her like, "Since when?" Like, you know, but hey, she killed that shit. So it's the best cheap steak you ever gonna find. So
hey,
I can't get mad at it. You know what I mean? But it was cool, man. Then the New York trip, I was out. I breezed. We left about 9 and got back to New York at like 6.
Okay.
I was out. And she ain't even tapped me on that one. She ain't even asked me if I was okay. I was just like, are you just going to sleep the whole ride? All right. Make sure we get there safely. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool, though. It was super cool. We'll do again.
Nice, man.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
Early appreciations?
Yo, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. So we have Zaila Avant-Garde.
I didn't want to fucking name up. But,
Zaila Avant-Garde. Listen, if you live under a rock, you don't know that she is the first African American to win the National Spelling Bee. And is also a basketball prodigy.
I seen her dribbling. I seen the drills. I'm like, she had no coach out there with her, just on the camera.
Yeah.
She was getting it in. I just don't know when she has time to do
I'm
to
telling
excel
you.
that good in both.
It turns out she holds several Guinness Book of Records for like dribbling.
God damn.
Yo,
I tell you, man.
you know what I'm saying?
Africa, man.
Yeah, but it was cool. She did an interview and she said that she would like to be an NBA basketball coach, work for NASA, and has interests in neuroscience and gene editing.
Give that young woman a round of applause. Just for the motivational efforts that she's like, I want to do this and
Yes.
and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's nothing in her way saying that she can't.
Yeah.
That's amazing black girl magic right there.
Definitely, man. And just to hear a kid talking about having interest in neuroscience and gene editing.
It feels good to hear.
You know what I mean? It blew my mind. Like,
You know
what
what I'm saying?
kid wants to go into gene editing?
You know what I mean?
It's amazing.
Like my oldest is like, I think I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I'm like, it's like fuck. Like, it's like, we gotta rework the tooling magic at the house. But yeah, that's super awesome to hear, man.
But
shouts
it's
to her.
funny thinking about this because it made me think about Kevin Hart's comedy special.
Which one?
When he said his father came through with the sweats with no underwear on.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he was doing the spelling bee. He was like, my son's spelling shit out them words. Like, I could see me being that dad at the spelling bee.
That's a fact. You know, all the big ones. Like, that's a whole
man.
fact. That's a whole fact. But it was funny. She also made a quick appearance at the ESPYs. Jesus,
yeah.
he came through, and I don't know if he was like a guest of hers or she was invited on her own, right? Might have been for ESPN. She's an athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a knowledgeable one. But it was cool to see her out and about beyond the basketball and competition stage. She's just chilling like any young woman should. So congrats to her, man. Keep it pushing.
Yeah, man. Kudos to you. That is our appreciation, man.
Word,
For
man,
real. So let's get into it, man. Listen, later on in this show, we got the Pandelina Spice update for you. Kenny is not happy, but Pandelina is back like she never left.
Last pay period, he was able to skip this news, The COVID news is low. The variants wasn't here yet, you know what I mean? But we got some wild updates for you, man. We're going to talk about that later for sure.
Shit is spicy. I feel we need that Nas voiceover right in there. Spicy.
There you go. We got to get the drop. I'm going to have my people call us, his people, see if they authorize us for we're going to get it going. We're going to get it going.
We'll get it going.
Oh, who's this nasty racist nigga in Jersey?
Man. Listen. So there was a viral video of a neighbor harassing another neighbor who was African American. His name was Edward Cagney Mathews, and he was caught on video making racist remarks to a black resident out in Mount Laurel, New Jersey on July 2nd. Supposedly, the argument originated from Edward telling this resident he should learn the laws and this is not Africa. And then he proceeds to call him a monkey N-word, and then follows that up by giving out his address and telling people that they can come see him.
This nigga don't know how the internet work at all.
And that's exactly what happened. They showed up in front of his house.
Full-fledged.
Yo, playing Bring 'Em Out.
He was definitely looking through the window blinds like, how'd they find out where I go? Wife is like, fucking idiot.
Hell yeah.
He gave him the address.
Yeah, it's like Iron Man when Tony Stark gave out his address. The whole world showed up.
What you thought was going to happen, bro?
Yo, man, for real.
It's just, what bugs me is just, the comfort. Like, don't get me wrong, I believe Mount Laurel is more of an upscale portion of Jersey, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he may feel like, this street was his street to some extent. Because, he only sees him and people light-skinned on his block, so to speak, but just the comfort that they have and just talking about it and just letting it roll off the tongue. Not even a hesitation thought. Yep. It's still out there. It's still rampant. It's still a thing. It's still something that's on Front Street. And we still got to address it. Like, still. It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, I agree, man. So right now he is in jail, and it looks like he might get additional charges due to some previous incidents and then something to do with weapons as well. So
fuck them. Hope they're illegal. Hope they put you under something.
Yeah,
can't be disrespectful to the neighbors, especially ones of other colors.
For real. That was just blatant racism. Blatant. So moving on to our social justice segment. I caught this in an article and I found it very intriguing. So Nikole Hannah Jones was granted tenure by UNC. Now, this really didn't make big news, but when I caught it, you're going to find this very interesting. So she threatened not to no she was threatened to not accept the teaching position at UNC's Hussman School of Journalism and Media without tenure after she was first granted tenure when she was initially offered the role of its night chair in race and investigative journalism.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. Right? So basically breaking that down is she was like, either you're going to give me tenure or I'm not going to take the position, because that's what was offered from the get-go. But because she wrote a controversial piece on the 1619 Project. If you don't know what the 1619 Project is, it is basically an article that the New York Times put out showing the foundation of racial acts on some of our biggest landmarks. So for instance, you have Central Park. Central Park is formerly known as Seneca Village, where a bunch of black people were living and they were actually removed and kicked out. You know what I mean? And thus we have Central Park. So the next time you're in Central Park, I want you to know that that used to be property owned by black people and they were pretty much removed. Take it.
Didn't know that.
You know what I mean? So the 1619 Project focuses on that, and there's ties to the critical race theory. That's another piece of education that they want to add into the programs, but there's a big protest against it because a lot of white folks don't feel like their kids should be subjected to woke culture in school.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically the 6910 Project, you know, it was a Pulitzer Prize winning New York Times Magazine issue. And because she was a part of this, they threatened to not give her the tenure. So she said, forget y'all then, I'm not taking the position. So she ended up winning in her tenure. And, you know, this is just another example of how they're really trying to suppress a lot of the racial foundation in a lot of the shit that we celebrate today.
Yeah. That was big. I didn't know all that.
Yeah, man.
Wow, man. But yeah, kudos to her, man. We could have squeezed this in under the appreciation segment for standing up on her own right.
Definitely.
That's what's up, man. I hope she opens up like some sort of private schooling where she can offer, young writers and people who want to get into journalism, and not use this as a main study, but even they want to use this as a route, something to explore, something to dive into, and as always, spread knowledge. That's the point.
Yep.
That's what's up.
It, man. And sad news under the social justice system. Darnella Frazier, you know her as the young lady who filmed the George Floyd murder. That evidence was a key part of getting that guilty verdict. Unfortunately, her uncle died in a high-speed car chase. Minnesota police were chasing someone else and head-on collision with him, and he died.
Damn.
You know, right now there's such a dark cloud on Minnesota and Minnesota policing. Hey, listen, accident's an accident, but damn,
they just can't get it right. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what the purpose of the high-speed chase was, but I assume he was in fear for his life at some point, as always. But it has to be another way to, like, if you have a license plate. And if it's past a certain speed, unless it was like a wild gun chasing issue, like, we got his plate, we know where he lives.
Yeah.
Call it in, we'll beat him to the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not really a big deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll stop chasing him, he'll stop speeding. He'll get home safely, and guess what? We'll have SWAT there. Like, it's not a big deal. That's the whole purpose of having registered license plates. Like, there's got to be other ways and tactics in order to reduce certain things. Like, and they just choose not to do it again in Minnesota.
Yeah, I just find it crazy, right? Because, you know, they always talk about, I mean, I don't want to take it to that level, but fuck it. This is Freedom Cage, right?
Take it there, brother.
They always talk about, like, the way Queen Elizabeth passed, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's just coincidental that they were chasing someone else, and in the process of chasing someone else, they ran into him. You know what I mean? So, listen, condolences to, Lionel Frazier. Condolences to the Frazier family, man. It's a tough loss. So
These rich niggas, man.
yo, we're gonna take off into the business section. I like to call this the Billionaire Space Race. Robin Hood snacks. If you have Robin Hood as your broker for trading stocks, they had a funny phrase called comment at me, bro.
What?
Like comment me, bro.
A comment?
Yeah.
These white jokes, man. They always got some.
So it's comment
more
me,
diversity
bro.
on the board, man. Somebody would have said, "Nah, that ain't it, y'all."
Yeah, so they had the funny phrase "comment me, bro." I was laughing, man. I don't know. I found it fucking funny.
He said I chuckled.
But to stay on topic, man. So on July 11th, Virgin Galactic founder Richard Branson boarded Virgin's VSS Unity, traveling faster than 3 times the speed of sound to reach the edge of space.
Quick question? What is the edge of space?
Is
that where Iron Man went in the movie and came back? Is that the edge? It's like, how far are we going?
I don't know if it means like the beginning part of space.
Like it just got black.
You know what I'm saying? But, so that made him the first billionaire to actually, travel into space in his own spacecraft. So next up is Jeff Bezos, man. And it's funny because Bezos announced his date, and then it seems like Branson said, "Fuck it, we're gonna speed up shit. We gotta beat him."
Oh, that's some rich hate.
I'm telling you, like this is what rich niggas do. Like you're like, nah, you gonna buy a Richard Mille? Fuck it, I'm gonna buy 2. You know what I mean? Like
that's some rich nigga hate.
This is how they compete, man.
So beat you to space.
Yeah, so with Jeff Bezos, right? So Branson, of course, decided to outspace him. So Bezos is supposedly going out July 20th along with his brother and a mystery bidder who's dropping $28 million to join them.
Yeah, mystery my ass. I want my name in these streets. I just popped 28 million to go see space with the rich dude.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. And now, so Virgin Galactic's VSS Unity is designed to hold up to 6 passengers along with 2 pilots. The company has about 600 reservations for tickets on future flights, sold at prices between $200 to $250K each.
Now I'm curious to know how much a trip to space costs, because there has to be some sort of profit that's being made from this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how many trips can we get off in a day? Like,
right? Absolutely right.
This is the new business for rich niggas. Like,
right?
That's the new date. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go to space real quick? Drop 500 on a date. Know what I mean? Me and you.
Yep. So while passenger ticket sales have yet to be announced, they expect them to come at higher price points, anywhere from $400 to $500K. So the cool thing was, right? On Monday, everybody's buying stock in Galactic now, right? I did too. I'll be honest, right? It dropped about 17% because you can figure with the volatility right after something like that.
The pump and dump.
Exactly, right? So I think it started out at about like $50 before trade hours. It dropped to as low as like $40. The expectation is for it to drop probably to like $38 and be the new start price. So just in case you were thinking or you fell into the hype, be patient.
Yeah, buy now while it's low.
Yeah, man. We are in New York, all right? And we just had a mayoral race, and I believe it was on July 2nd. Eric Adams became the Democratic primary winner for the mayoral race. He is our Brooklyn Borough president. And he won the candidacy after appealing to the political center and promising to strike the right balance between fighting crime and ending racial injustice in policing. Him being a former police captain gives him a lot of clout in that area, and gun violence is ridiculous right now. So anybody who based their campaign off of fixing police and community relations and reducing murders by guns, I mean, it was almost a shoe-in. Especially, he has a pretty good reputation, man. But he edged out Catherine Garcia. If you paid attention to the voting instructions this year, there was a ranking system. So even if you weren't everybody's number one pick, if you were everybody's number two, you had the chance to make up for it.
With the NBA coaching.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
I'm following.
Right. So that's what really helped Catherine Garcia, because whether you were going with Maya Wiley or Andrew Yang or Eric Adams, if you also had Catherine number two, you could think about it, right? If I have 10 different people and they're all going with a different number one, but you're all their number two,
good to go.
You got a higher percentage of probably winning. So, but he edged her out, you know what I mean? And he's almost a shoo-in up against his competition, Curtis Silva. He's the Republican founder of the Guardian Angels. And Democrats outnumber Republicans 7-1 in New York City.
Like those numbers.
Yeah,
like those numbers.
Man. Yeah, so with that, he's supposedly a shoo-in, man. So good luck to him.
Congrats to Eric. It's funny, you see his commercials there.
Yeah.
They seem to be a bit more realistic with the community and the people. He's trying to get everybody involved.
Facts.
I appreciate it. Just hope it's not a hoax or, just a ploy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think he'll be good for New York. I think he'll do the right job.
I agree, man. I agree.
Talk to me about these child tax credits.
Stimmies.
Gotta check that account, man. I woke up, I gotta check it real quick.
More stimmies are coming, man. So today, people, check your bank accounts, because payments should be coming through. If you follow the show, we've been talking about stimmies from day one.
Yeah, man. Just give me one more, man. I ain't gonna fuck this up next time, I promise you.
All right, so this is the child tax credit payment. You must have filed a 2020 tax return or used the non-filer tool on the IRS website last year to claim those stimulus checks, all right? So eligible parents can get half their credit up to $300 a month for each child under the age of 6 and up to $250 for each one ages 6 to 17 from now through the rest of the year. They can claim the other half when they file their 2021 taxes next year.
Not mad at that.
You know what I mean? So you can either follow these instructions or you can go back to our financial literacy episode where Miriam really broke down how it works and what it means. Hopefully you all did all your right paperwork so that you can get your money.
For sure, man. You gotta make sure you get paid for the kids. But hey, man, put some to the side for the kids.
That's a fact. Please do.
Don't go straight to the stores, man.
Yeah, man.
Do something positive for the children.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, also, man, that financial literacy episode. Let them know it's on YouTube, man. They gotta go subscribe.
Yes. Go to our YouTube channel. You'll see it scrolling at the bottom right here. Make sure you go subscribe and check it out. Still a lot of views, still making some good circulation, man. So check it out, man. Shout out to Miriam, for real.
Yeah, man, we love that. Appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Got a little question for you, my guy.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the show. Question time.
Will you tell, or are you obligated to tell, a sexual partner that you're taking meds or have received a sexual enhancement? Do you think they would even notice? Would you tell the truth if they asked you?
Would I tell her if I'm using? No.
Nah?
No. The pride in me for something like that, if I ever had to do that, I probably wouldn't tell her. And to the second part, would they notice? Yeah. Like my wife is well in tune with my sexual performance. Shit, even now, man, sometimes I get them 17-year-old.
I mean,
I get them 17-year-old moments when we go 1, 2, 3 rounds.
Henny strokes. Henny strokes.
Yeah, man, definitely hit her with the Hennessy strokes. She be asking all kinds of questions, man. It's like, I'm just having my wheatgrass in the morning, baby. That's all it is.
With sea moss. Let's get my insides up.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, nah, nigga, where the pills at?
Oh, shit.
And would you tell the truth if they asked? No, I'd lie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Fuck it. Man. All right.
What about you?
I've been thinking, man. It's like, you gotta tell them. No? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it feels like it's so that shit. He said, "Hey, no harm, no foul, but if they don't know, it won't hurt." But it's like, I just don't want you expecting this every time. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, it was a special night. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I did the.
It was a birthday.
You know what I mean? I took the extra shot beforehand. I rubbed one out before I got here. You know what I'm saying? I was prepared for the situation. You know what I'm saying? I want to let you know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm bringing the stuff this evening, but I ain't gonna be doing this tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like the next day after that might not get that neither. You know what I'm saying? But if you just, I would just have to hate to keeping up with them.
Yeah.
So, yo, give me that stuff you gave me last Tuesday. He said, nah, that was just because of the tacos.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Fuck around, she gonna be making tacos every night. Like, you're like, nah, I already had lunch. I'm not hungry to see you gonna eat these tacos, nigga. I want that Tuesday work. Like, you know what I mean? But it was funny. That question came up, and I was just like, I'm curious to know what they would think. Like, so let us know out there, man.
Yeah, man.
You got a cheat code to the bedroom, would you tell your partner or not? Curious to know. Yeah. Another stupid question for you.
Oh yeah.
If you were able to stop for a photo with a famous crush, one, who would it be? Second part, what would you say to them on departure?
So at this point, I'm gonna be consistent. You know, if y'all don't know by now who it is, I mean, every show I'm fucking talking about it, right?
Yeah.
So it would be with Chloe Bailey.
Chloe, so wait on that vaccine, baby.
Yes, it would be with Chloe Bailey. Listen, booster shots, Delta variants. We're gonna get into that later, but yo, there's only one way we're gonna save the world, Chloe.
That's one way.
There's only one way. But anywho,
It's the back to regular schedule.
And what I would say on departure is have mercy, baby. It's a shameless plug for her new song, but you know what I mean? I'll be like, have mercy on these dudes because she is just super talented and owning her sexuality right now. And it's going to be intimidating, and it's going to be like whoever gets her is going to have to be like very in tune with themselves.
Already got a feeling whoever it is, they can't keep up, man.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be a rough.
I think it's gonna have to be an older cat.
Pimping.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be a dude that just got his shit together, got a good understanding on life, like because if he's playing childish games and has a childish mindset, it's gonna be tough.
She gonna move on. She might move on pretty quick.
Oh yeah, she gonna waste him up. What about you, bro?
Ooh, I didn't think about me yet. A photo with a famous crush? Yeah. I have to take it. It's like all time?
Yeah.
Either Halle Berry or Nunu. Yeah, one of those.
London.
Yeah. Old ATL vibes. But yeah, one of them. Yeah, for sure. Whoever would have been though, I might ask from the departure if I could smell you. not to be a creep, but like just I'm curious to know how close to heaven you smell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it mixed with strawberries? Is it mixed with like tequila? What are you into today? It's very.
I want to know your scent.
So what you smell like? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely one of those two. I think I would go with a quick famous crush for a photo.
That's cool. So I got this next question, bro, and this came about because my wife works with someone, and they came up with two name suggestions, and my wife said, these aren't like typical black names.
That's racist.
Very racist. Very racist, right? So that's exactly what I texted her back to. I was like, that's racist, right?
They would cancel if I posted this shit.
I know, right? Please don't come for my wife.
Nah, these are jokes. Shit. It's an edit.
So the question is, should black people start naming their kids after what is considered traditional white names?
And now, I guess when you say this, not to protect them from the cruel world that we do have, but we do have this world that we live in that is cruel. So you're more so protecting them for their future endeavor if they were to go a corporate route.
That's right.
Don't get me wrong, like the athletes and the entertainers,
Yeah.
It's cool for them to have like symbols and like one name names. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But that's a very rare occurrence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like most of the time, you got the person with 16 letters in their first name doing the accounting stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's rare that they get to that pedestal where I need an entertaining name in order to market or sell myself more. So, just as a stats thing, I get it, but I don't know if I could do it. It's like, I get it. I understand why you want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I won't. Definitely not a full on white name, but this is gonna sound bad, but not too much of a black name neither. Like
this is so racist.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna eat it up. It's gonna be terrible. But you know, I don't think you should put your child. It's no torment that they'll be going through, but it's just that expectation. I don't think you should put that on a young child's shoulders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you named your kid like, you know, like Gunna, not the rapper, not the stage name, like Gunna, Gunn, like ER.
Yeah.
The boy got to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
And he ain't got no choice. Like, you know, our pitcher. Like, he has to do that. Or he's going to be a trap lord with immaculate aim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Either way, like, if he doesn't do either one of those routes in life, you can't have Gunner in accounting.
It's like, this is my man Glizzy. He's going to help you with your paperwork.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody that Glizzy with access to my social. Like nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you're just trying to protect them in case they want to do anything, you know? Like when a spelling bee or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just want to keep it normal if you could. Like, and hey, I get it. If it's your great granddaddy's name and it was a terrible situation, I understand it. You know what I mean? But it's just. You don't need any commas in the first name. You know what I'm saying? It's just you don't need them. Like, you don't need them. You don't need them. It's hard to. You don't need that. You don't need it. You don't need it. Like.
So I personally think it's a great idea. Like the two names that the young gentleman gave her, I liked them. I would love to walk into Citibank and see a 6'5" dude with dreads named Connor. You know what I'm saying? Like a 6'5" black dude, like, oh, you know, Connor over here is gonna help you with your, you know, open up your new CD. And I see this tall black dude dressed, I'm gonna give him a pound. Just be like, just because your name is Connor, bro. Like, that's some cool shit.
Are you a linebacker for the Cowboys in your nighttime gig? Like, you wear this tie every day? That's crazy.
Hell yeah, man. Like, I would love, you know, to walk in and see, you know, someone of Indian descent named Zach. You know, like
just catch you off guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hate the stereotypical.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't
like,
want that anymore.
You know what I'm saying? We should be allowed to, you know, trade names for a month.
Well, if you could trade names for a month, what would you have your name be for 30 days?
I'm gonna go with Connor.
You said, "Nick, I thought about this."
I want to be, yeah. It'd be like, I am Connor for August.
Connor. So I identify as a Connor this month.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh shit,
Connor.
that's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
What about you? If you had to pick a name, but then again, Kenny.
Yeah, I kind of. I've been straddling the line, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, Kenny come to help you, and I always get the like the wide eye look that turn in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And
like,
shit, if I
Kenny?
If I want to get real corporate, it's Kenneth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really want to turn it up on him.
Man.
But yeah, I think my name has got me a couple of gigs without the photo being attached.
Makes sense, man.
You know what I'm saying? I do when they ask the race on the back, I'm like,
yeah,
other. Just to see where it goes.
Yeah.
But a name to follow. Yeah, I might do some gangster shit, like something with Matt X's in it. You know what I mean? Just cause, like, you know what I mean?
See, now I can't Google you without getting porn.
Nah. You see me, you know what you're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? You looking me up? Yeah, check my Wikipedia, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? 4 X's for these hoes. X Xavier. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Like, yeah.
It's like, I was just trying to find your LinkedIn profile. I didn't want to know what Bukkake is.
Or Xavier with 3 X's in the front. Like, come find me, bro. Like, they're like, why'd you do that? Google
That's
me,
some
bitch.
funny shit.
Google me.
All right, man. Moving on. Love the question section. Love it. Always.
Gotta do it.
Pandelina is back.
Yeah, man. Showing its ugly head yet again.
You ready? You ready?
I hate these COVID updates, man. I'll be trying to put it behind me,
ready?
but yeah, I'm ready, man. Give it to me, man. Give it to me.
It is time for your Freedom Cage podcast, Pandelina Spice update, people.
Yeah, we have.
All right. So now, first we're going to start on a good note. There was a Hometown Heroes Parade on July 7th. It was hosted by Mayor de Blasio.
New York City, for those that don't know what home
That's
is.
right. That's right. Thank you for that. All right. So New York City did a parade for all of the essential workers who were out there putting their lives on the line while we were all working from home. So it was a big parade. My job actually sponsored the float. Shout out to my job. The parade route ran in Lower Broadway from Battery Park to City Hall in New York. So it was really cool to see everybody out there laughing and smiling and, you know, just getting recognized for stepping up during a very trying time where we really didn't know where things were going to go. So shout out to them for being hometown heroes, essentially, man.
And I'm not going to lie, when I seen the photos with everyone smiling, I was like, pretty crowded. I wonder if they were vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, they gotta be, man. They're essential workers. They're essential workers. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny. I didn't even think about that.
I get it. You're here to help. You know what I mean? But one of you niggas might have a variant.
And then it's like, those are all our essential workers. Who's going to replace them?
Who's going to help us if they go down? You know what I mean?
That is true. I didn't even think about that.
Hey, man. Power to the people.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, man. But yeah, so back to what we really want to talk about, which is shit is getting bad again. And listen, Kenny tells you guys every show, we are not out of the woods yet.
Nah.
We are not out of the woods. Shit is still real, and it is getting realer. So right now we have 17 states with rising COVID cases as of July 6th.
And a lot of those states, man, those are those unvaccinated pockets that they're showing.
Yeah,
It's
man.
nasty.
You got South Carolina, Florida, Virginia, D.C., California, just to name a few. You know what I mean? Just to name a few. And the big subject behind all of this is the Delta variant and holiday surges.
Like, here's the thing with the Delta, right? Now, all right, we had the COVID, now we got the new form, but, you know, COVID 2.0, Delta, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
Is this another booster shot I got to get now? Like, let's say I agree to another booster shot. Like, what if there's a, what if there's a United next time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep making new booster shots for this stuff. Like, even when you get your flu shots, you can still get the flu. And hey, it's okay. Yeah. You were prepared for it with the flu shot. Your turmoil wasn't as great as it could have been. Thank God you got the shot. You know what I mean? But I just don't want people getting pumped up with new shit every time a new level of this thing comes out. Yeah, it's not enough. It's never enough research. Like, it's too new for all that. That's my stance on it. Like, for those that don't know, I'm not vaccinated yet. Not looking to get there quite yet. Just want some more research to develop on my personal sense. But hey, do your research, do what you got to do, and go get vaccinated. So I ain't got to worry about your niggas next to me. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just I don't know, man. It's bothersome. Yeah, no, it's a fair question. So I'll try to be as short as possible because we got a lot of stuff we got to cover. So research was always being done on this, right? Just to remind people, COVID originated from SARS. This is SARS square, the second version of SARS. So there was always a research for a vaccination in case SARS mutated. Turns out SARS mutated, and it's now called COVID, right? So now the variant is what happens after a virus is around for a while. It changes, it grows, it gets used to the fact that, okay, you can defend me. I have to change my volatility when I'm in your body. So now with the Delta variant, it works twice as hard. You are more likely to be hospitalized and be on a ventilator if you attract the Delta variant. It was first discovered in India back in, I believe it was
Where is it? I don't have a specific date here. I thought I did. But it was first identified in India, and a study conducted by The Lancet shows that you are twice as likely to be hospitalized. Yeah, I said that already. So what they're saying is this is based off of the fact that vaccinations are not happening at a higher rate, right? So as of July 4th, these are the numbers. 67% of all Americans have received one dose, and 58% of American adults are fully vaccinated. So you can imagine that other half of the percentage is still walking around out there. They were having fun July 4th, partying, dancing. I'm seeing parties now, and people are like, COVID what?
Been there, did that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
like, but see, by harping back on your original thought, like with SARS and it transforming into COVID.
Yeah.
When was SARS first identified? What, early 2000s?
Yeah.
What, it took 20 years to turn into COVID? It took 20 months to turn into Delta? Nigga, what's going to happen in the next 20 weeks? Like, you know
we not careful,
like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just spooky. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the rate in which it's growing and changing and mutating. I just don't know how we're supposed to keep up. Like, it took this long just for us to get the vaccination for the COVID version of the situation. And we're still in, I think, in the high 60s, low 70s in the States.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how you're going to get another new rollout. And hey, I know I got you first time, guys, are going to come on back. You believe this thing? You got to believe this now.
Yeah.
But now like, what if you skip the first two? Can you jump straight to the Delta? You know what I'm saying? It's a level to this. Hey, you know what I mean? This is the Delta booster. But if you never got the first two, you got to get this. But if you got a Johnson & Johnson, because you might have some other complications. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
It's nasty.
I mean, so... And then there's foundations to this about questions on vaccinations. We already know vaccinations have a terrible reputation with black people. You look at the Tuskegee experiment. So
sure.
In this particular situation, I'm not surprised, but, you know, what are we going to do? Like, every show I say, I'm up for advice, I'm up for opinions, but what are we supposed to do? It's clearly here. So if you don't trust the vaccination, are you trusting the fact that you're not going to get sick? I don't think that's a good way to go.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's definitely not.
And then, great to your point with Johnson & Johnson, guess what? Something else is wrong with Johnson & Johnson.
Everybody trying to get the one hit and quit and get out of town. Like, ugh.
So I'll be quick about this one. So it turns out now that Johnson & Johnson's one-dose vaccination is now being linked to a neurological disorder called, and I checked the pronunciation, Guillain-Barré. All right? These were two French, I believe, neuroscientists that identified the disorder a long time ago, so that it was named after them. And this is a syndrome that forms a progressive paralysis that is generally reversible. And this is in a statement by the FDA. So it's a form of paralysis. I don't want anything injected in me that's going to have me laying there.
At all.
You know what I mean?
For potato talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. I'm so good on that. But that's spooky. Like, and Johnson & Johnson, has it existed longer than 10 months? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even so... That's just the research now.
Yep.
What y'all gonna find out in another 10 months from now about Johnson & Johnson? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's just spooky. This is why I'm faking with inner reports, just to make sure everybody's testing something to the third, fourth, and fifth power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know all the options.
Yeah.
You know, but who knows? We'll see what happens as always.
Yeah, man. Human body's a fickle thing.
Yeah, man. Pandelina Spice, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. If you got it, stay safe. If you didn't get it yet, tighten up that mask, man.
Yeah.
And if you vaccinated, yo, man, just show your card and we'll believe you.
Yeah, and we'll be doing this report in hazmat suits if we have to.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
People got to know, man. The people got to know. Oh, man.
All right.
Talk to me, man.
Oh, nah, you start this one.
Pill Bill, man. Pill Bill is out, man.
Slip me a Pill Bill.
It's out, man. Guilty verdict was overturned by the House of Republicans. What? Nah. It's because he broke his overturn period.
Yeah.
But it's just a case of I got the money to fight it, or hey, we fucked up, we caught it, and we just want to make sure you do it before you sue us. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been gone for some time, and they kept forcing him to, take the plea, take the plea. He's like, yeah, I'm still innocent. And now, there's been a technicality in the report where they was able to release him.
Yeah.
I want to know who the lawyer was, man, because he was working tirelessly.
Yeah, man. I think they have identified the DA at the time. It's crazy, man. The literal technicality was like, wow. Like, I was on vacation when I read about this shit, and it blew my mind. So it looks like there was a deposition where they used statements that he made under duress, saying that they were not going to charge him, and where he admitted to giving these women Quaaludes. Now, they then turned around and then in the trial used those statements against him to convict him. And by the laws, you technically can't do that. Yeah, it was a closed arbitration, private arbitration deposition. Yeah, you can't use that same documents and statements in the trial because it looks like there's a specific word for it.
Set up?
Technically, yeah. That's the general word.
I forgot the term.
Yeah, but it's just misleading. So the courts had no choice, man. Like it was either start a whole new trial and you got to toss those statements. They're no longer valid, or just release them and call it time served.
Yeah, man. But Bill's out, man. A lot of people gotta run their.
Yeah, man.
And it's weird because he's out on a technicality.
Yeah.
Not that the cases weren't true or what he did was right, but some celebrities have been forced who had a very strong stance in the situation, who assumed he wouldn't be getting out anytime soon when it's that amount of victims,
Yeah.
But he's out now, so now a lot of those celebrities are kind of not forced to eat those words, but you do got to provide a statement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They called Felicia Rashad, because she was very firm, like, man, he's a dirtbag, shouldn't be doing that, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? What was the college she's affiliated with? Not Harvard.
You got me, man.
But
I don't know why USC is ringing in my head.
Her alma mater might have just told her, say, hey, you got to backtrack. And she's like, okay, no problem. It is what it is. And then she kind of disappeared again.
Yeah. So, I think they made her take like a sensitivity course or something like that.
Nasty.
It's tough, right? Because I mean, I wasn't around in that time, right? But I've heard stories that literally, and I think Eddie Griffin said this in an interview, drugs were everywhere. It was a part of, it was like, how you walk into a club, you walk into a restaurant right now and they give you a napkin, a fork, and a knife. That was what cocaine and Quaaludes were. It came as an accessory of the nightlife.
Yeah. So
to really look at this and say he drugged them, I mean, hey, listen, if it happened, it happened. I'm not judging that. I'm just saying, if they are willingly going to a married man's hotel room, I don't know.
It's a touchy topic.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
But he said he was going to hand out Jello shots. Yeah, he handed out
You know
Jello
what I mean?
shots.
I don't know. But then again, shit happens, and our females don't really feel protected. In a lot of cases, they're not. Yeah. And this was a big profile win for the Me Too movement, and for it to be reversed, it's a
slap in the face.
Yeah, man, it's a damaging blow. So
what was weird was
it's tough.
I know those 50 to 60 women came forward.
Yeah.
Are we talking Bill Cosby in his prime?
Yeah.
I got a feeling there's a lot more than 50 to 60 people this situation came across in his path of.
Could be, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Could be. But yeah, so I know the attorneys were pissed. The people who came forward and shared their stories were hurt.
Yeah.
I hope you guys, find a way to get through this, because I can only imagine how hard it is for someone to come forward and speak of a moment like that where they felt like something was taken from them. Yeah, this is one of like, this isn't like the OJ joint. Like with the OJ joint, we were younger. We just saw a black man get off trial and we were happy.
Yeah, he killed it though.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm sorry, but he killed it.
But now being a lot more educated and in tune with what's going on, I listen to both sides. I share my point of view, and I don't feel like none of those ladies should be ridiculed for speaking their truth. But hey, technicality, this is our law, right?
This is the law.
This is our judicial system.
You gotta find, if you
sometimes
find a flaw,
it works for people in messed up ways. This is why we need reform.
Yeah, on all levels. Like, but shit, you can't reform the rules. It's weird. Like some things.
I'm telling you, right? They told Shikari you was smoking. You can't run.
You can't run. It's a rule.
It sucks.
I don't know.
It sucks.
But yo, man, shouts to Bill, man. Hopefully, I know right before it all went down, he was in bid to, I don't know if he was going to acquire a network. It was something revolutionary at the point in time when he was up to do it, and then that's kind of slammed and put the brakes on all that shit. With it being a technicality and all being forgiven on the paperwork side of the issue, I'm curious to know if he can revamp that old chit chat that he had back then.
I don't know. If I'm Bill, I lay low. And you know what I mean? I lay low somewhere.
Nigga, I've been in prison for a year and a half, 2 years. I can't get no lower than that.
I'm just saying, man.
You know what I mean? He's like,
go chill somewhere.
Like, define low, like Bobby Shmurda low or like Roddy Rebel low? Because Roddy's outside, but you don't see him a lot.
Bobby, I don't even know if Bobby's low, man. I'm thinking more like Rachel Nichols low at this point.
Oh, yeah, she's low. She ain't tweeting or none of that right now. It's quiet for her, man. It's quiet for Rachel. I like that too, man. It's
she was dope. She was dope.
It's super quiet for her.
Yeah, if I'm Bill, I lay low, man, because people ain't happy with you right now, man. I don't mess with the ladies at all. That's tough. They deep.
New issue I came across. I don't want my kids hanging out with other kids who are too woke.
Talk about it.
It was weird at the house. My daughter had some PTA, friends over. Little situation comes up on the news, and one of the girls blurted out, "Oh, this is why Trump is not good. It wasn't good for the country. He shouldn't have been able to do this and that and this and that." And she was like hitting points on the head. She's like 6. And I'm looking at my 5-year-old. I'm like, and she's like, "Oh, Trump is." I was like, hold on here. All right. Who turned off Coco Melon? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, we was chilling for a little bit. I don't know how it got to this channel. Who turned to the CNN at this very moment? But the fact that you knew about this without that being on the screen, and now you're informing this one. Yeah. Like she just lost a tooth. Like tooth fairy should be coming this evening, maybe tomorrow, depending on if she has the time to hit the ATM. Like it's like, but this shouldn't be something that she's worried about at this age. Like I'm happy you know about it. You're aware that it's happening. But, like, it's just some information I'm trying to funnel away from my young, tender-minded child at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all for, being aware, but not yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save the youth. Just not put them in a bubble, but, you know what I mean? Let them know, hey, somebody's going to poke this hole soon. Yeah. I just don't want to poke right now. You know what I'm saying? But,
it's tough, man.
I don't want kids too woke next to my kids, man. I'm not ready for that yet.
I mean, there's so much information on the internet right now. It's hard. It's hard to think that we can protect them. Honestly, like even with Darius, I've told him, listen, you're going to see a lot of shit. You're going to hear a lot of shit. The one thing I ask that you do before you say or do anything is come talk to me about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I can give you an experienced version of it. You're young, like you said. You know what I mean? Like
and impressionable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
That's why I'm always scared with the whole what does your kid identify as question. I'm like, come on, man, she's 5, man.
Yeah.
Don't put that on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, a birth certificate says, girl, I just want to ride this out. You know what I'm saying? See how far it goes. I don't, you know what I mean? If she changes, cool, man. Let me get through the Sweet 16 and we can talk about whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was, I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough. Another question. Has your child ever contacted 911?
Nah.
Neither have mine until this past weekend.
Oh, shit.
We were all driving, minding our business. We hear in the back, me and my wife would drive up front, we hear in the back, like an on the phone, right? And, we didn't pay it too much mind. We heard it. Mm-hmm. We were just like, yo, turn that game down. Like, it's super loud, you know? About maybe 45 seconds later, my oldest, I'm in a passenger seat, so I look back at her, and she's like, eyes are tearing and everything, and she's like, jamming the phone. I'm like, yo, baby, why are you? I'm like, what game are you playing that has you doing this right now? She's like, she's panicking, doesn't want to tell the story. So I'm like, yo, what's wrong? She's like, it's frozen. I'm like, yo, you're crying because your phone froze, bro? Just restart it. She's like, I can't. I'm like, give me the phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I give the phone, and it's like, it's a call that's happening. It's like 2 minutes, 12 seconds in. I'm like, it says emergency services, like SOS.
Yeah.
Like I don't have an Apple phone, but on these Apple phones, if you're ever going to like restart your phone or something like that, there's like an SOS button, right? Yeah. And I assume Apple people never touch that button because there's never SOS unless it's a real emergency, Yeah. But turns out this goes directly to the cops.
Yep.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, who's on it? I'm like, hello? I'm like, hello? They're like, hello? I hear her talking about, they're passing marker 51. I'm like, hello? I'm like, that was marker 51. I'm like, hello? And she's like, hi, do you, is this an emergency call? Do you need, like, I'm like, no, not at all. Like, we're on our way to Target. Like,
these we got pulled over, like, you, get out the car.
I was like, no, this is not an emergency whatsoever. Like, we're on our way to Target. Like, my daughter was trying to swap the case out on her phone. She tried to reset at the same time, hit this button by accident. Phone locked her out. And they're like, oh, okay, we just need your full name just to know that we had this conversation. Bro. I gave my name and everything. They're like, all right, but you don't need emergency services, fire trucks, anything like that, right? I'm like, nah, man, we are truly just going to Target to get some games.
Yeah, that could have turned out wild for you, bro.
Yeah, like, say she just, like, just threw the phone in the back and just threw it in the trunk. I'd have been on the nigga news. Like,
my poor goddaughter, man.
It would have been terrible, but she
probably freaking out.
Freaked out. Damn, and like after the fact, after we hung up and everything was calm, we all looked and laughed at her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why would you say something like 5, 10, 15 seconds into the conversation? She's like, I didn't want to get in trouble. It's like, I said, we almost all got in trouble.
Yeah, man. Y'all was about to be on the news.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, man, kidnapped family. I was like, I'm looking up.
It had a helicopter on you.
Is that a real chopper? Like, you know what I mean? But she got a cool, quick life lesson on what the SOS button truly means. You know. But,
I got a funny story about 911, and I did not know this, and this is how technology is really crazy, right? So this dude, he has the Apple Watch, right? So Apple Watch has health features, all right? So he's got the Apple Watch on, and he's having sex with his wife. And they're like, it's one of those like Henny stroke nights, right?
Oh, shit.
So in the middle of having sex with his wife, he's like going in. And all of a sudden, he hears, is everything okay? He looks at his watch. It's called 911.
His heart rate.
Because his heart rate went up.
Oh, my God.
Bro.
Talk about lip dick. Oh, man. That's like, Jesus.
Can you imagine you giving your girl daddy long strokes and the cops kicking at the door?
Is your heart in distress? No, nigga, my dick is pumping. Like, why are you here?
You gotta climb out the pussy, dick swinging. Like, get the fuck out my house,
Get out my house. You're fucking up my vibe.
Yo.
Oh, shit. Oh, man, that's tough. That's tough. You never see your pussy drive so fast. Like, it's like, is that the ambulance? Like, I shouldn't be here. Right? I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here at all. That's not. Like, thanks for looking out for me, but Yeah, that's a life alert button.
Note to self: don't have sex with the Apple Watch.
Yeah, at least turn your health notification on. I mean, your push alerts off or some shit like that. We gotta start reading these instruction books.
Yo, man,
gadgets,
shit is deep.
Gotta start reading these instruction books. But it was an old nasty topic I want to fake revisit. I don't know how to approach this, but I was driving, minding my business. Had a bit of a way to go. And in the shuffle, I don't even want to say his name, but in the shuffle, an old R.Kelly song came up, and I was like, before he said so, I was like, this nigga's nasty, but then my foot started tapping, and then I was like, I forgot I knew the words to this, then I started humming a song, you know what I mean, then 90 seconds went, and I said, and I know it is somebody's birthday tonight. And then my wife wakes up. She's like, "I know you ain't listening to this nasty nigga." I'm like, "Nah." I was busted. I was
cold busted.
And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Yeah, I am listening to him. I know he's a nasty nigga. I get that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? He's done some terrible things. I'm like. But niggas knew he was dirty since Aaliyah. Like, y'all let him drop 30 albums after that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I should have been put that nigga under the jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I can't forget Chocolate Factory now.
Yeah, nah.
It's burned in my memory. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Those are childhood memories, man.
Like
teen memories.
Nigga, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, I Believe I Can Fly was my graduation song.
That's right.
I know the first verse still by heart. I'm not gonna sing it for y'all. I ain't gonna do that. Go put your ears through that. But do know I sound good in a group of a classmate. Yes. You know what I'm saying? But I felt bad I didn't turn it off quick enough. I got my daughter's hair. I had so much going through my head, but I was just like, yo, I can't forget his music.
You don't have to feel bad. And let me tell you why. So this goes back to exactly what we were just talking about, right? We can't just remove everything because of what it may mean to some people. The reason why I think R. Kelly's situation is different, right? Granted, it is bad that he was targeting young girls. Terrible. You know what I mean? But I trust young girls enough to know that they should not be engaging in these acts, let alone letting a man pee on you. You know what I mean?
I think he paid good money. It's not a reason. That's not a reason. Go ahead, bro. Oh, shit. Go ahead. Say what you're saying. He was promising Starship. Go.
Yeah, so, damn. That shit is too real.
Man, the man was promising stardom, man. He was promising his whole stardom, man, and peeing on him and HD cameras. That was nasty, man. He shouldn't. Oh, man. Nasty stuff.
Yeah, but listen, man. It's hard. It's hard.
No pun intended.
We
gotta move on, man. This is a skipping topic, man. I don't even want to get in trouble, man. Little baby, man. He was out in Paris, man. Shit didn't go too good for him.
Yo.
First, he got into some bullshit Twitter beef with Logan Paul. Logan didn't know who he was. Little baby's like, Google me, nigga. Like, he said, oh, shit, I apologize. I didn't know it was you. I thought you was the other baby. Like, and then the other baby said, nigga, fuck you. That was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. Then, I think it was Paris Fashion Week.
Yep.
So he was outside rolling with James Harden. And I seen a funny voiceover where somebody imitated the voices of both of them. James and Harden and him is walking at the same time. James stops for the photos. Little baby keeps walking. Yeah. And the voiceover goes like, goes back to James. Like, yo, why you stop? He said, nigga, they're taking photos of us. He's like, who? He said, these niggas here with the cameras. He's like, oh, these niggas here with the cameras? Like, yeah. He's like, nigga, why? I said, nigga, you famous. He's like, they kind of like fake smile, like, I get it now. And they're like, La Baby. He's like, who the fuck is La Baby? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's the baby, but man, just go. You know what I'm saying? But that happened. And then there was another funny photo where you saw Little Baby and James Harden looking over at Kanye. But Kanye is in full Watch the Throne face mask, bugged out shit. Like, and they just looking at him like, he's really wearing that mask in public still? Like, I know he got divorced, but nigga, we still know it's you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just wild. And then the wrapped up his fucking weekend. He gets arrested for having weed on him.
Yeah.
I still think he's in jail today. Like,
Nah, he's out.
He's out, thank God. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, they got a concert in Brooklyn happening in October. He better be free. You know what I'm saying? But he just had a wild weekend, man. But shouts to Baby, man. Keeping it current.
Hell yeah. Yo, they look so lost. Like Baby came out and said, "That's so." The commentary makes sense. Like, who these niggas? That's
he said,
funny.
"Niggas paparazzi." He said, "Papa Doc what?" Like, he's like, "No, nigga, paparazzi."
This is paparazzi. You ordered Italian? Hey, what's that?
He said, "I ain't hungry, bro." He said, "I eat lean all day." Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Talk to me, man. What's this new show here?
Oh man, so the new hottest show on Netflix is Sex Life. So I remember I'm at my in-laws, and I think I said it on the show a couple months ago, I always find good shows when I'm over there. So it pops up, and I'm like, oh, this looks interesting, right? But Darius is right there.
Shit.
You know, and I'm looking at Shay, I'm like, should we send him upstairs? She's like, no, stop being like that. That's mean. We'll watch it another time. I'm like, all right, fuck it, fine. So we finally make it back to the house, and he's like in the zone with his game in the other room. So we're like, all right, let's sneak off to the bedroom and watch this shit. Bro, from episode 1. Fire.
Damn. All right.
Bro, all the way, like, each time you think shit is about to go right, something crazy happens. And then just when you think the ending is ending, you're like, boom, mind blown. Can't talk about it because you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
You know what I'm saying? But this show is fucking crazy. It's an interesting perspective on desire. If I had to sum it up without giving away too much information, especially to the people who haven't seen it yet, because there's spoilers all over the place. So be careful. Okay. But I love it because it's raw, it's real. As a married man, there were some parts where I was like, yo, this is some fucking bullshit. I would probably go to jail.
Damn.
But
I gotta watch this shit.
I'm telling you, but it's real. It's real. And yo, bro, you gotta watch.
Shout out to the writers, man.
You
So,
gotta,
I mean, it didn't originate out of air, but shout out to the writers.
It's a lot of sex. It lives up to the title.
Hey, man.
It's a lot of sex, a lot of nudity.
Not that I'm not saying I watch porn, but you know, that's okay. It's okay. I don't mind that sort of entertainment on television.
Yeah,
So,
you know what I'm saying? Shit gets spicy, man. You may wanna, you know what I'm saying, like send the kids to the grandparents when you watch it. You know what I mean? It's that kind of vibe. But yeah, man, hottest show on Netflix right now. Hopefully by our August 1st episode, Kenny will have watched it. And we can actually talk about it.
I'm gonna put this one on the docket for sure. I gotta. This sounds interesting. I'm gonna watch this one.
Yeah, man. If y'all not doing nothing this weekend, man, it's a good run through it. It only took us, I want to say, 2 days.
How many episodes?
I think it's one season. I want to say it's between 9 and 12.
Now, is it one of those series where it's building for a second season, or just like one of those?
I better. And
Okay.
if I hear they're not bringing a season 2, I'm gonna be tight.
That good? Okay.
I'm gonna be tight.
All right.
They can't do another Your Honor out here. That shit hurt.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about. I was like, is it one of those, one hit quitters who just quick? It was just too long for a movie, so this is what we did.
Man. Man.
Okay.
It's
All
good.
right.
It's good.
All right. It's on the list.
Yep.
Any other shows, music you've been hearing or looking out for?
That dominated my life.
Oh, for the last.
like that's all I've been talking about everywhere I go now. It's like, you watching Sex Life?
You watching that shit?
Yo, wait, what episode you up to?
I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
I gotta
man.
watch it. I bet.
Finally, so I'm catching up on the last season of Manifest. That show is blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's wild.
Blowing my fucking mind.
I fell off. I don't think I've seen the last season. I've seen the first 2 or 3, but I didn't catch the last one.
It was funny because I'm usually spot on with
predictions.
Not even predictions, but just like being on time. Like, my Zoom backgrounds have been like the talk of my job because I'm always in tune with what's going on. So I had it planned that when we came back to New York, I was going to put on social media, is it 2026? Like, I had it planned, dog. Like, I was supposed to put us landing, and then right there, is it 2026? Just came back from Jamaica. You know what I mean? I missed the mark. I was so mad. Damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
you missed the golden one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, what about you, man? Any shows, movies?
Only thing I did have on the list to watch that I didn't get to watch yet was Black Widow. I saw.
Right.
I'm a Marvel fan, so I've been watching all the shows, keeping up with that shit. So I'm try to catch that this weekend for sure with the kids.
Yeah.
Outside of that, nothing else big on the Hollywood part is on my radar. I did hear Styles P's new album, Ghosting.
Okay.
He still got it. You know what I mean? Still a lyrical giant out there. And it's funny, I saw him tweet, always remember, I may not get all the sales, but just know your favorite rapper still listen to my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I respect that shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that, you know, with everything going on with Dababy and Meg, because they made so much good music together. Like, their vibe, like, they just got each other on tracks.
Yeah.
And then the videos just took the track 10 times higher. So I'm just very disappointed because I was listening to Cry Baby
Okay.
the other day, and I was like, damn.
I think they're gonna rekindle it, come back on.
I hope so, man, because they make great fucking music.
Listen, Dababy he's just a wanted rapper right now, so you know, him doing songs with the ops to her, it seems far fetched.
Yeah, I get it.
Yo,
I get it.
If I charge $250 a feature and he showed up with $275, what do you I'm not gonna get him to 16. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you may not have a great history with him, but this is entertainment. I'm so entertaining.
No, yeah, listen. I'm just sad we're not gonna get Meg and Dababy tracks for a while, because I was waiting for that collab album. Like, to me,
are you gonna do a whole album together?
I think they could. Like, check all of the tracks that they've done together. They are all hits.
Sure.
All hits. If they would have sat down and did an album, yo, man.
No, I didn't think that far. I was just thinking more so when, you know, Lil Baby has his next album coming out, he'll hit her, yo, I need you on the track, and they'll just crush that one like they did everyone in the past. But a whole album together, that'd be super dope.
Yeah.
You already know the concert, the tour, whatever.
Oh, forget about it.
It's gonna be nuts.
It's funny, just right now, before we started filming, Lil Duval posted, why are we not getting Cardi B, City Girls, and Meg The Stallion Tour?
Oh, that's too hot.
I said,
It's too spicy.
You girls are gonna be icing their knees like Patrick Ewing the next day.
That's a whole
because it's gonna be so much twerking. It's gonna be a twerk mania.
Too much. And do they all get along, right?
Yeah, they're all cool.
I ain't mad at that.
Cardi, City Girls, Meg.
Like, I don't.
Who headlines?
Oh, nah, they might have to swap it out every night. Depending on where they're at. In Houston, it gotta be Stallion.
Yeah.
In Miami, it gotta be City Girls. New York, Cardi.
Yeah.
All the stops in between, yo, let them ID clear more on the back, man.
I say they should do a twerk contest, and the winner gets to be the headliner that night.
That's how they start the show off?
Yeah.
That's dope.
And the winner.
So who y'all want to close tonight? Y'all gonna vote right now.
Yeah.
If you think Cardi got the best twerk right now, say drop that shit. She twerk for 12 seconds, go to the next one, drop that shit.
And they should all twerk to each other's songs, not their own songs.
That'd be a dope way to start a show. That's a dope intro.
Hell yeah.
That'd be dope. Yeah, shit, man.
Listen, man, come fuck with us, man. We got ideas over here.
Yeah, we be predicting shit, man. Come see it. Hey, man, hey, if you was watching the Home Run Derby the other day, I think I got a new rule, man.
What was that?
The playoffs, man. The dude, I forgot his name, but he hit all 3 shots on his first 3.
Right.
I think if they just do the one pitch hitter quitters, make them game 7 like. I should bring this up later in the sports episode, but fuck it. Let them keep pitching until they hit it. If you hit one on your first pitch, boom, done. The next guy has to hit one on his first pitch or he's out. But if it took you 5 pitches to hit it, great. Other dude got doing better than 5 pitches.
I
If you
hear you.
don't, kudos. If you do, you lost because you couldn't get it done to 5.
Yep.
But hey, he knocked all 3 out the park, and the big Chinese dude, man, he couldn't get it on the first hit, so that was sad to see. But yeah, man, MLB highlight us, man. We got ideas for you, man. But listen to the sports episode if you really like us. You know what I mean?
For real, man.
What else is happening? Anything happening before the next show?
Pop Smoke, man. Rest in peace to the God, Pop Smoke. He has a new album called Faith coming out. Can't wait to check that out tomorrow.
I wonder is 50 involved with it?
I didn't check the music credits.
Okay.
I honestly heard about it randomly listening to the radio. You know what I mean? So it didn't get to me a lot of promotion. So I'm thinking he's probably not involved because
he's
50
a promo giant.
Exactly.
Yeah, we would know.
So but definitely looking forward to that one, man.
That should be good.
I know that brother was probably recording every other day.
Facts.
So he's got shit in the tuck.
Yeah, he might have another album in the tuck after this.
Yeah, man.
I believe he's a work animal.
Yep.
All right.
What else coming up before?
For me personally, a couple milestones on the life. My oldest is gonna finally hit the 10-digit mark. The double-digit mark. She'll be 10 years old. Yeah, man. Oldest is turning 10, man, and I don't know what to do for it yet.
Just stay away from the SOS button.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. Unless there's a boy in your room, then you press that shit. Hey,
listen. He ain't making it to the room until we do our Will Smith, Martin Lawrence routine.
That's a big ass fact. I didn't think about it. I might be pressing SOS buttons for y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? But,
although I like if you've ever seen the movie with 50 Cent, oh God, I'll think of the name later, but it has Gerard Butler in it too, where they were like robbing.
Is it Den of Thieves?
Yeah, I think that scene is a little better.
That was dope. He had about 30 refrigerator-sized niggas in there doing mad bench presses. He's like, "You're taking my baby out." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You gonna be back on time? Early." You know what I'm saying? That's super dope.
Oh yeah.
Another thing I got coming up. It's gonna be me and the wife's 12-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, congrats!
Yeah, man. She hasn't dumped the nigga yet. I love you, babe, for it. Thank you so much. But baby turning 10, and me and the wife hitting 12 on a wedding mark. Shit, I'm about to be broke before the next show.
Yo, man, y'all doing a lot this year.
Jesus.
It's a glow up year over there.
There's no breaks, man. But outside of that, man, I think that's all I got happening before the next show.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, yo, that's what prompted our trip to Jamaica. You know, when we got married, didn't really have a honeymoon, so bringing in our 7th year married, it was cool.
It's big talk, man.
It was cool, man.
Big talk.
Other than that, listen, thank y'all for tuning in, and it's about that time, man. You are now released back into your regularly scheduled programming. Corporate life, parental life, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you do, we salute you. I'm Senor Lee.
KenKapNik.
See you next pay week when we lock back in to a free state of mind.
Don't spend no child stimmies so quick, man.
Oh yeah. Stay away from them Yeezy releases.
Wait, what color? Catch you next time.
I want them slides.
Hey, I cut a pair.
I see you.